You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
All right, Fixed Bayonets, we're in overdrive. We're jamming a few final calls here.
Fixed Bayonets.
I'm your host, Alex Jones. Let's go to, who's been holding the longest here? Let's go to Ben in Missouri. You're on the air, Ben. Welcome.
Hey, great to talk to you again, Alex. And your guest, as always, is really informative. I wanted to say as well, I got another bottle of Super Male Vitality in the mail this past week after not having it for a few weeks. And, you know, it's not like there was a problem before, but now there's not a problem. And then there's not a problem, and then there's not a problem. So that's
well, and again, it's not a drug. It's not herbs that hype you up or anything. It's just herbs that get your glands naturally going. All of our glands have been suppressed by the additives and all the garbage. The testosterone of a 50-year-old man is half of what it should be on average. Growth hormones are a lot lower than it should be. And it's just a fact that God's given us natural things of the earth that aren't drugs that have great results. So thank you. Super Male and Super Female Vitality are amazing. Thanks for the plug.
Yeah, well, anyway, like I was going to say, I actually live in a densely populated urban area. I'm in St. Louis City, in one of the safer areas of St. Louis City. My question for your guest is, what are the most important things to get before you need to bug out? So if the worst-case scenario happens, and, you know, obviously you make your preparations as you can, but say you only have enough, you know, a truck bed to fill up, what are the things that he would recommend?
I think the most important thing, just to interrupt here, is to pick the right place you're going to go. And then to answer the other lady's question first, what do you do if you don't have money to get out of a major city, Joel?
Well, I agree with you, Alex. It's not a matter of what you can carry with you out, because you may have to walk out. That's why you've got to pick a place and have things stockpiled in advance somewhere, even if it's at a friend's house that's 30 miles out of the city. You want to stockpile fuel. You want to stockpile other things so that if you can get out, you know, and some people, you know, you can get cars, old cars, dime a dozen stockpiled at a friend's place, so that even if you have to walk away, then you can drive once you're out of the areas. But the key is get your stockpiles distributed out so that they're not stuck in the city when you try to leave.
All right, caller, I'm going to jump. Thank you so much for the kind words. We got 20% off on the Super Male and Female Vitality products. If you'll just try them, we could fund our whole operation if you try them. Almost everybody that buys keeps buying. So in the equation, we get enough people to buy it, we're going to be able to really expand this operation because it's that good. InfoWarsLife.com. Let's now go to Gregory in Illinois. You're on the air with Joel Skousen. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Alex. Hi, Joel. My question, I don't know, Joel, if you were the guest of Alex that predicted that the Ebola outbreak was a stimulant, an Ebola stimulant.
No, he's the one that said that. He thought it was a stimulant and not really Ebola. And they were just using it as a pretext to learn how to take over in an emergency, which Obama later basically admitted. So they were dragging people away, but it was all just to see what we do. Basically, Joel?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't intended to become the major plague. They were trying to invent other strains that are more suitable for biological warfare, but they were prepping the areas, and we said the measles thing right now is prepping people for mandatory vaccines.
So it's just all PR brainwashing events, because the doctors were seeing people disappeared. We had them on the show, but who knows what was going on? I mean, we just know there was a cover-up. Anything else, Gregory?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if it really was a stimulant, because I kind of, the story just kind of disappeared, and I thought maybe the virus or whatever it was mutated faster than they thought it would.
But they aren't telling us whether or not able to harvest mutated forms. I'm sure they were taking blood samples over everything, but it is dying now. The virus is dying out. Most of those areas covered for RNA
And praise God for that. The scary thing is that AP reported in New Jersey they have a secret Ebola center that locals weren't told about. So we know they use it as a pretext to test medical tyranny, disappearing people, just like with measles and the 4 shots. WorldAffairsBrief.com, that's Joel Skousen's site. Get his book and film at InfoWarsStore.com and support the broadcast. Thank you, Joel.
Thank you, Alex.
Healthy elimination is essential to high energy, a cheerful mood, and prevention of disease. Some of the founders of our modern holistic health thinking state that disease begins in
factors and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds. BioPeak